Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Mr. English Tips. I'm Adam. In today's video, I want to give you some collocations with the prepositions in, on, and at. Now, again, just to review, what is a collocation? This is a commonly joined grouping of words, sometimes two words, sometimes three, that have very specific functions or meanings. And in the case of the examples I'll show you here, almost all of them have an idiomatic function, meaning that the two words together mean something different than the two words separated. And you'll understand as I get into them. The main thing I want to get across here is that in, on, at is not limited to talking about time or dates. Because in most English classes, when they teach you these prepositions, that's what they focus on. But you're going to see that they have a lot of different uses, and I also made a previous video explaining how to learn prepositions in collocations. You have to study them like vocabulary. So let's get started with the collocations with the preposition in. All in charge, in the dark, in light of, and in all likelihood.
What does it mean to be all in? If any of you play poker, you know the card game where you're betting. If you think you have a very, very good hand, you're going to take all of your money and put it into the pot. You're all in. We also use this expression to mean fully committed to something. If you have a project at work, or your friend wants to do something exciting, like an adventure, and they say, "Are you into it?" You can say, "Yeah, I'm all in." It means I'm 100% committed, or I'm going to put 100% of my efforts into that. In charge means having control, being the authority. In most countries, the president or prime minister is in charge and makes the major decisions. In a company, the CEO is in charge. In a classroom, the teacher is in charge of the classroom. To be in charge means to be in control or have authority. In the dark means to not know or to be unaware of something. If you imagine being in a dark place, you don't really know what's going on because you can't see anything. So, to be in the dark means somebody's keeping a secret from you or you're not aware of what's happening. In light of means considering the information that we know now. For example, in light of the evidence, we believe that this person committed murder. It means based on the information we have. In all likelihood means probably. In all likelihood, something will happen means there's a very good chance it will happen. All of these collocations within have nothing to do with time, date, or place, so understand them as vocabulary units. Now let's look at a few with on. On and off means sometimes yes, sometimes no. If a machine is working on and off, it means sometimes it turns off, sometimes it turns on. So basically, not regular. On board means you've joined or you agree with something. For example, I hope all of you are on board with this plan means I hope you all agree and will participate.
On behalf of means for somebody else. For example, I spoke on behalf of my colleagues means I represented them. On condition means only if something else happens. For example, I will help you on condition that you do your homework. On impulse means suddenly or without thinking. For example, I bought this snack on impulse means I didn't plan to buy it. Now, a few with at large means generally, or it can also mean free. For example, the criminal escaped from jail and is still at large means he's free and not caught yet. At stake means something is at risk of being lost or damaged. For example, I invested $1,000 and what's at stake is that money. At liberty means free or having permission. For example, I'm not at liberty to discuss this means I'm not allowed to talk about it. At peace means calm or without worries. If someone is at peace, they are comfortable and have no doubts. We also say, rest in peace when someone dies. At home can mean being literally at your house or feeling comfortable. For example, I feel at home with this decision means I feel comfortable with it. If someone visits you, you can say, make yourself at home, meaning feel comfortable and relaxed. This is just a small sample of all the different types of collocations you can have with in, on, and at. If you want to see more, you can visit my website, www.writetotop.com. I have more videos and a book coming out soon full of these collocations. If you have questions, please go to www.ingvid.com and ask in the quiz or comment section. If you liked the video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Come back next time for more useful expressions and tips to speak like a native speaker. Until then, bye-bye.